Hello guys and welcome to another MK mobile video. Guys, today we are doing what we did probably 6 months ago. However, since then a lot of stuff has changed, so I feel that it's about time to rank all gold characters from S to worst, or in other words F. So let us start with A-list Johnny Cage. A-list Johnny Cage has Power Drain, special 1, which is always good. He has relatively useful passive but nothing special, so he's C. I don't think he's good enough to be B. Aftershock Tremor. Aftershock Tremor, I believe he is an A. The problem with Aftershock Tremor is that he doesn't really have great buffs and debuffs on his special attacks, and his passive sometimes works weird. But otherwise, apart from that, he's kind of a solid card. Who is that guy? Blood God Kodokan. He's a D. He almost doesn't do any damage whatsoever. However, he has regeneration on special 2, which is always useful. Bone Shaper Shinnok. I would say that he's a B recently, because I think now his passive works when the enemy Revenant gets triggered, so that's always useful, and you know in survival mode that happens a lot, guys. Commando Kano is worst. He's by far one of the worst characters in the game. There is no reason to pick him like at all. I mean, he doesn't excel anywhere. Covertop's Cass is an S. Now, without any issues, Covertop's Cass is an X. She's great in every single game mode. She's extremely cheap, so you can max her out very fast, and that's something very useful. And especially now when block breaker is so important, when you run out of items that give block breaking chance, then Cassie Cage is simply a lifesaver. So definitely an S, pretty great character. Crime Monster Sub-Zero, safe as Johnny Cage, he is a C, nothing special. Cybernetic Jackie, she's a D. She has kind of useful passive, yeah, pretty not really useful character, I'm sorry. Cyrax is a B. Cyrax is very useful Triborg. Unfortunately, he's not really the greatest fighter in the world, so in a lot of situations when I'm using him, he's mainly support character. Dark Lord Kotal Khan is... you know what? I'm going to add a row here, and I'm going to call this row a B+. And reason being, for such characters like Dark Lord Kotal Khan, he's not an A, but he's not a B, so currently, if you team him up with Kitana, the Red Kitana, this is probably the best team survival mode, the safest team survival mode. So he's useful, but not really that useful. So B+. Let's see. And by the way, I'm going to put Cyrax as B+ as well. Dark Raiden is an A. Even is an A+. Yeah, Dark Raiden is an A+. He is extremely useful in survival mode. Actually, not extremely useful in survival mode, but let's just say that one of the safest openers in general. But he shines in specific game modes that have dark magic stipulations. So yeah, basically Dark Raiden is pretty great. The problem with him is mainly that he doesn't really deal a lot of damage, and he has very low stats, so he can be one-shotted easily. Sonya is B+. Like every single character that boosts the attack of the class by 30% is a B+ in my opinion, and Sonya is not an exception. Boraicho is again B+. He's a okay fighter, but nothing special. His passive is useful, he can be used as a support. He has kind of a useful tagging attack, but after all, he isn't one of the greatest characters in the game, unfortunately. Elder God Kenshi, yeah, again, B+. I don't like this guy, like honestly I don't. He's just okay. But the thing I dislike about him the most is the fact that you have to finish your enemy using special attacks, and that's not really great. Because so many characters can achieve similar things by just killing the enemy, such as for example Classic Mileena. She doesn't require to kill your opponent using special attack. Master of Souls Ermac is a B+, again pretty solid character, very useful in any outdoor team. He has a very good special... No, actually his special 1 sucks, but he has very good special 2 and very good special 3, in other words X-Ray, very useful buffs and debuffs on both. Flaming Foot's Liu Kang, another B+ player. He's okay if played correctly, he can be extremely fun, but again, very low stats. Gunslinger Erron Black is an A without any issues. He literally melts diamonds. His only problem is that he often triggers enemies' revenants, unfortunately. Hanzo Hasashi is an A+. Hanzo Hasashi, the problem I have with Hanzo Hasashi is that I'm not convinced that he's probably the greatest Scorpion when it comes to putting the enemy in stun lock. There are Scorpions that are simply better than that. Heavy Weapons Jax. I'm sorry, Jax, but he's a B+. Yeah, again, he can be useful, but not that useful. If I was doing this 2 or 3 months before this date, probably I'll put him here or here because he's the absolute champion. He used to be the absolute champion of finishing faction wars hard battles in the shortest period of time, but now it's all about survival mode, and he isn't that great there, unfortunately. High-tech Jackie, again, B+. She's okay. She's a useful support now when her passive works. This guy is an E, a really, really horrible character. Balanced Kenshi is a B+, pretty useful. Possessed Kenshi is a B. Oops, I got the old gold jade, I'm sorry about that. Possessed Kenshi is a B, he can be partially useful, but again, nothing special. Mournful Kitana is a B+. She's okay, she has very good debuff on special 1 and very useful passive. And I can even... No, she's a B+, she's not an A. Classic Scorpion is a 100% S. Okay, where are you, Classic Scorpion? S. I mean, especially now, when he's broken, he's a total beast. Nobody can match him. He is totally unstoppable. But even without the current bug, he is very useful in almost every single game mode, and he's a dual class character, which is extremely important. Classic Ermac, he is an A+. I'm going to put him here because in a lot of situations he won't be that useful because he isn't the greatest fighter in the world. However, he is very, very, very good against bosses and towers, and this is... Actually, he isn't an A+, he's an A, I'm sorry. I don't think he deserves to be next to Hanzo and Dark Raiden, so an A will be a suitable place for him. Classic Kano is a C. No, he's a B. Very squishy. Very fun to play, but very squishy. Classic Melina is a total boss. She's an S. She's the king of survival mode. If you have Classic Melina in your team, you're good to go. Classic Sonya is a B or a B. Actually, she's a B+. I've never been a fan of this girl. And the problem is that she just has one combo ender, and that's disappointing for a gold character. Apart from that, she has useful passive, very good special 1, and the debuff now lasts for longer because in the past it used to last for 1 second, but now it has been buffed. Kobujutsu Tanya, she is again a B+, useful only in factional wars, unfortunately that's her biggest draw. This guy is an absolute S. Combat Cup Johnny Cage, the best gold character in the game in my opinion. This girl is a total S. His wife and second best character when it comes to the Gold League. Jackie is an A+. The problem with Jackie, by the way, one of you asked me why I don't think that Jackie is as good compared to Johnny Cage and Sonya, especially compared to Johnny Cage. Problem with Jackie is that she isn't really that great as a fighter, and the thing Johnny Cage can do, it's like hitting the enemy, then do special 1, power drain them, snare them, and repeat. Jackie can't, and that's the biggest problem. Apart from that, she's a very solid character. She can be useful in a lot of situations, so A+ it is. Sun God Kotokan is a B+. Kraken Reptile is a B. No, she's a C. I'm sorry, I just find that he doesn't have any useful passive like at all. Bujitsu Kunjin is an E. Very bad passive for such character who is that squishy. I'm sorry. Marksman Kunjin is a C. Very fun to play, but very squishy as well. Hattori Kung Lao is a B. He can be actually a B+ because he can be very useful in a lot of teams, only by support, so it doesn't matter. Even if you have him at Fusion 0, he'll be useful. Baraka is a D. Horrible character, I'm sorry, I've never been a fan of him. If he didn't have Power Drain on Special 1, he'll be worst by mile. Treacherous Tanya is an A. Treacherous Tanya is a very useful character, and if you have the OIA tech plus this girl, this means that if you put her in a team, the team will be immune to Power Drain. That's pretty great. Nimble Reptile is a C. Nothing great about him, sorry. Nujutsu Scorpion is a B+. Very useful character in a lot of teams. Please do not underestimate him. Even if you use him as a support, he'll add tons of value to your team. Noxious Reptile is an E. Sorry, just 1 HP. But, I mean, recently, by the way, KC Gaming did a hard battle by just using this guy. He managed to do it, of course, and that was pretty great. It was pretty awesome gameplay. If I don't forget, I'm going to link his video in the description, so if you want to see it. And he actually defeated the likes of Assassin Jade, maxed out, and so on and so on. So amazing gameplay. The problem is, if you're watching, that I can do that 10 times better, 10 times faster, 10 times safer, using other characters. So why on earth would I ever use Noxious Reptile? This is why he's E. Pharaon Ermac, he is B or B+. Let's say B+, because he has useful passive that can work anywhere, very useful debuffs on his special attacks, and they deal a lot of damage as well. Piercing Melina is a C, extremely situational character. Sorry. Now, Inferno Scorpion. I didn't like this guy a lot, but if we consider the current stuff that he can do, I would say that he's an A. And I'm surprised to say that, but he's an A. Really, very, very good character if played correctly. He can, I mean, the stun lock he can do is incredible. So, and the fact that he's a dual class character is very useful. Sector is a B, absolutely situational. If you have 4 Tribox, I never use Sector, so this guy is a B+, very useful, however, I never really like him, sorry. This guy is an E. Why would you use this guy, like, ever? Even if you agree that he makes bronze characters look decent, at best, they're bronze characters, their special attack sucks when it comes to animation and everything. They're not really fun to play, so you don't really use that character often, sorry. Shaolin, this guy is a B+, because he is a useful support. Takeda is an A. Takeda is extremely useful in a lot of situations. Actually, no, Inferno Scorpion is a B+, I'm sorry. If I put him next to those characters, it won't be fair, so... oh, you know what? I'm going to do like this. Oops, I had to do it, guys, so sorry. So, he is A-, and especially for this guy. So we have B+ and A-, so... Inferno Scorpion is right here. Let me see if I can change the position of any other character. This Scorpion, probably. Because he can do stun lock and the other guys can't. And what? Who else? Who else? I believe this is fair. Yeah. Okay, who is next? Kintaro. Sorry, Kintaro is an E. After the death of Teamwork, all such characters like Kintaro with unblockable special attacks are dead for me. I don't play them like at all. Unless they are like the last on the list and they're giving me some multipliers on the faction wars points. Sorry, Kintaro is just horrible. His passive is a joke. And his biggest weapon, his special tool now, it's extremely difficult to achieve if you don't have Block Breaker. If you don't have Block Breaker, you're lost. Sorry. Slasher Jason is an absolute beast. He's an S without any doubts, one of the greatest characters in the game. You cannot lose if you have this character in your team, it's impossible. Triborg Smoke. Triborg Smoke is an A, very useful character in a lot of situations. Tactical Sonya, she's a B. I mean, if you play her for the double damage multiplier on her special too, she's pretty great and in general fun to play, but they're better fighters. Spectral Ermac is a D, sorry, nothing special about this guy. Stun Dama Johnny Cage is a B. He can be partially useful thanks to the fact that he stuns on tagging. However, currently in the game there are 10 million bazillion items that give you resistance to stun, so if the enemies resist the stun, then you are in a lot of trouble. Grandmaster Sub-Zero is an A-. Pretty cool character, useful almost anywhere, so A-, it is. Swampcream Devourer is very fun to play, but she isn't that great. Every time when she does special 2, it feels like it is Christmas, but you don't know what's going to happen after that, so I'm sorry. C. This guy is a C, nothing special, ridiculous passive, very bad. This guy is an E, I'm sorry, he just has 25% chance so that you can do fire on special attack. It's not really that good, he needs buffs. I would say that even Kintaro is slightly better, you know. Kintaro is here because at least Kintaro has an unblockable special too. Tribox Sub-Zero is an A without any issues. This girl is, where is the Jackie girl? This girl, yeah, right here, D. I mean, who plays that girl? Nobody, and for a reason. Jason is a very useful character, almost everywhere. He has regeneration, he can rise from death once. And if you have uncommon piece from the Nightmare Tower, he can do it twice, so it's pretty good. Vampiress Melina, she can heal, and she's an A-. Very useful character. Problem is that she definitely requires Block Breaker. If she doesn't have Block Breaker, she isn't that great. However, she still performs better than Kintaro, that's for sure. Vengeful Shinnok I never liked this guy, I'm sorry. I know that this ranking is kind of subjective, so he's a B+. I'll never pick this guy in my teams. It's like, I recognize that he's strong, he has very powerful special too, but I just don't like him. Venomous Devourer is very fun to play if you have the correct team. I would say she's A-. Now definitely she requires Block Breaker, but even without a Block Breaker, if you team her up properly, she can kill enemies with 4 basic hits, even if they're blocked. So pretty cool character. Warlock Quan Chi is an A. I probably am missing somebody, but I'm missing, if you're asking where is Smoke, Smoke will be A+. Smoke is extremely good character, and I'll put him an A+. And when it comes to classic Noob Saibot, I don't have him yet, but I reckon probably he's going to be A+ as well. Still, I haven't played with him, I cannot tell for sure. Okay guys, this is going to be all for me for today. I will probably do something similar with diamonds and yeah, nostalgia, MK11, Jade Cabal, and Raiden. If you're new guys, those three used to be GOATs, but not anymore. See you next time guys, take care and stay safe.
Perfect.